Hello, everyone. This is Andreas Pop Culture Guy. Today is the latest Andreas Pop Culture Retrospective slash Review, and it's on In the Mouth of Madness, directed by John Carpenter, starring Sam Neill, and a ton of great cast. Anyway, let's start right now. So, as everyone knows, In the Mouth of Madness is the latest of John Carpenter films on viewing ring this year. His birthday was in a couple last couple weeks in January 16th. So it'll be a good time to do another spectacular review on a Carpenter film. And this one, I think it's his one of his best and last ones. So let's get into it. Now, in the film, Sam Neill plays John Trent, a freelance insurance investigator hired to find out if the uh, disappearance of a horror writer, Shutter Kane, is part of a complicated marketing plan, as he is the most popular writer at the moment. However, it seems that the Kane has really disappeared, as not even his publishers know where he is. Together with Kane's editor, Linda Stiles, played by Julie Carmen, Trent will attempt to find where Kane is, but will discover that the famed horror writer has a deep, dark secret hidden in the apparent not so fictional town of Hobbs End. Now, after the box office failure of Memoirs of the Visible Man, the 1992 film, forced him to work again in television with the movie Body Bags, a very good one that was a eulogy similar to Twilight Zone. Now, director John Carpenter returned to his roots in the horror genre, began working in what could be his return to the big screen with the 1984 horror film In the Mouth of Madness, a movie that could become the third and final part of his Apocalypse trilogy. A unrelated series of horror films started with The Thing and followed by The Prince of Darkness in 1982 and 1987. Together with writer Michael De Luca, Carpenter crafted a film that pays honest tribute to the genre's original roof of Lovecraft horror. This is definitely a fitting return to form for Carpenter. In the Mouth of Madness is again John Carpenter at his best, giving form to De Luca's imaginary script with amazing talent and effective care for the story not seen since the Thing, or really since the Prince of Darkness films. While the plot is clearly inspired of the work of the H.P. Lovecraft, Carpenter complete the tribute by adding countless references to Stephen King and Nigel Neo, his own favorite writer, in stated in interviews, making In the Mouth of Madness a homage to the writers of horror fiction with a great skill. Carpenter crafts a film that is never boring, non-tiresome, and that even managed to transcend the feeling one who could get by reading a book. Michael D. Luca's script is sharp enough to never take itself too seriously, while at the same time it can be very scary and dark at the same time. John Carpenter's direction was top notch in this film, and I like it. With Carpenter giving the films a dark and frightening atmosphere and always moving the camera, a great direction by Carpenter. Plus, the score by John and Jim Lane, his collaborator of the score, is great. A dark and affected music all around, and it goes with the scary tone of the film as well. Another fantastic score from Carpenter. He's really good at this. Then there's the special effects and special makeup work by the Canon B. Is amazing, disturbing, and realistic. Fantastic. Another great effects work from this team, who did Aliens and pretty much many more horror films that are classic because of them. Furthermore, the cast are terrific. I gotta say, Sam Neill delivers an excellent performance as John Trent, who in is an intricately who discovers a Kane's talent, enters the unknown, and discovers the source of Kane's popularity. It's a very natural and believable performance that Sam gives. Plus, they gives the chills as Neo makes his character be scary, not scary, but easy to identify with the crazy and madness that's going on around him and in the world. Plus, you got the cast message of Holgren and Julia Carmen delivered both excellent performances too, as Julia and Shutter King is as themselves. Although the characters receive a little screen time, which they have more, even for the supporting roles as well, as it's truly Neill who carries the film and becomes the focus of the story, and which is not all bad. Overall, I highly recommend In the Mouth of Madness. It's a hunting horror film that is both intelligent and effective thanks to Carpenter's expertise as a director, and more than 31 years after its release, it's hard to see why it fell at the box office. While it's not a perfect film, it's a lot better than the average horror films we get, and even today. While it's true that it seems to lose some steam in the last third act, the ending is really one of the best in horror history. I just love when Sam Neill goes to the movie theater, sees the whole reliving the film itself, watching it with a popcorn with his hands, and start to laugh, breaking down his madness, which is totally perfect ending. Despite some quibbles I had with some of the special effects with the CGI that he employed in the film, but the film is overall a well done film that deserves better reception in its day, with excellent cast and superb story. In the Mouth of Madness ends up as a really inventive story that proves that horror in film can deliver the same creative, how you say, energy it has in literature. An intelligent and twisted tale of horror. This homage to the horror fiction makes it a really great film. To most people, the name John Carpenter is and always will be related to the Halloween franchise, or personally for me, The Thing, as his best works of his career. Thank you everyone for joining me on this spectacular In the Mouth of Madness review. Please check out more of my content on Dre's Pop Culture Channel Sense. Hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Ciao. Bye.